So that's kind of what helped me. I really wanted to do this book to help inspire other women and people in one way or another. Justin and I, we're friendly, you know, we don't hang out all the time, but we check in on each other from time to time. Yeah, we're friendly. I will always have love for him. He feels the same way. And we were a huge part of each other in our lives for a long time. So I think there will always be that friendly, caring, whatever it is.
Yeah, the vibe.
And then Chris was just, I mean, that date, that was just like a quick date kind of thing. I have not talked to him in years, but he's an amazing man. He's so talented. And then as far as Ryan, I talked to him a year ago. I actually talked to his wife every now and then. So yeah, we're super friendly. And again, like Ryan has been such a big part of my life for so long that I feel like we'll always be friendly, but we both respect each other, you know, in a way that he's in a relationship and like, I respect that. So there's no crossing the line, you know. I think that as far as the closure, I feel like as soon as my divorce was finalized, that was like, whew, that's over. Now what's next?
Yeah.
So that was a lot of closure for me. And I remember the day I wrote about this, getting that email that it was finalized. It was like so many emotions. I was excited, I was happy, but I was also really sad. And it's like mourning a death almost. Like and not that you would be happy mourning a death, but with a divorce, it's like there's so much that goes into it. So that was closure for me. But as far as the book, I mean, getting it out there is a little nerve-wracking because even though it's already out there, if you Google it, it's, you know, I don't know about the closure with that. It's probably, I don't know, we'll see. But as far as co-parenting, I feel like it'll always have its challenges. I try to keep it strictly just about my daughter. It's almost like business. Like I only respond or write to him on the Talking Parents app if it's about our daughter, and that's it. So whether it's a visit, when and where, FaceTime or whatever, like that's it. But on the other hand, you know, everything's already out there. It's not a secret that our relationship was toxic. I mean, all you have to do is Google it. And then also with all of our divorce stuff, I mean, TMZ and blogs were getting the information out there before I even walked out of the courthouse sometimes. So if anyone wants to know more, like I didn't even include all the details that were in the court documents or the police report from our divorce and everything. I just kind of narrowed it down to the gist of it, kind of. So if people really wanted to see that, all they have to do is Google and they could read it for themselves. But so that's why I was like, that was such a pivotal moment in my life. It was such a turning point that that's something that I couldn't just leave out and pretend it never happened, because it did change me for better and it made me stronger. And, you know, so I had to include that. What really inspired me there was a conversation about the hills and doing a book. And then like, as I kept talking about it, I just used to get so many, and I still do, so many DMs from girls that have been through toxic relationships or have been in the same situation I have with friendships or relationships. And they want to know, how did you get out of it? Because like watching you go through it and reading stuff online, like, how did you do it? What's the secret? I'm like, there's not really a secret. So I started responding to all of these girls individually. And then at one point I'm like, you know what? Let's just put this all in one place. So that's kind of what helped me. I really wanted to do this book to help inspire other women and people in one way or another. So I hope that everyone reading this book gets something from it, whether it's, I don't know, inspiration or motivation, or just knowing that they're not alone and not to be ashamed of who they are or their past. And there's a future, there's hope, don't give up, you know, fight through it, so they can kind of learn from the choices I made in my life and what I went through. Maybe they can do something differently.